Congratulations on training with Asset College. This presentation will take you through your licensing requirements, how to prepare your license, and some of the services we provide you post-course to help you move forward. Before starting in the industry, you need a few basics. You'll need your security license. You need to lodge that ASAP. Obviously, that will include your first aid certificate. You should have a driver's license and vehicle. We really recommend that for successful candidates. RSA, responsible service of alcohol. You need that for most crowd control work and all retail environments. And white card. So white card is for working in a construction environment. That could involve retail or university work or other environments such as gatehouse. We recommend you do those ASAP while waiting for your license. At Asset, the cost of an RSA and white card are relatively low. Contact us for dates and availability. So let's look at your security license. You can download this from Queensland Office of Fair Trading. You need to complete this ASAP. Once you've got your certificates, you will need your security certificates before you can lodge this. For the majority of people completing a Certificate 2 in security operations, you will need to apply for an unrestricted license, 1 year typically, with crowd control, security officer, unarmed, and monitoring as the standard options. You'll also need to include the mandatory criminal check, which is a police check, and mandatory fingerprinting. You'll be requested to attend a police station sometime after you've lodged your application in order to lodge your fingerprints. Section 2 is pretty easy, just put in your own details. Obviously, are you an Australian citizen, yes or no, at the bottom there. You don't need to include just driver's license, passport number, country, and type. These can be presented when you actually make your application if they're needed. The rest of the applicant details are pretty straightforward. If you've held a license before, include your license type, state, and any details relating to it. You'll need 100 points of ID. You'll need primary documents, at least one, and then secondary documents to make it up. Just refer to the list on the document. Make sure you have those with you when you're presenting your application. Before lodging your application, you'll need your certificates from Asset College. This can take 5 to 10 days from when you've completed your course and will include your first aid certificate. You'll also need 2 recent photographs, passport quality, and they need to be signed on the back by someone who's known you for at least 12 months. The details in this section need to be completed and signed by that person. Section 7 asks, have you been found guilty of any major offences in the last 10 years, excluding traffic or misdemeanor offences? Have you any offences currently facing you? The next sections are more around if you want to be an employer. And have you been convicted of an offence in industrial relations? Hopefully the answer is no. Have you contravened industrial commission? Hopefully the answer is no. Have you been convicted of a terrorism act? Definitely. Hopefully the answer is no. Have you been insolvent or bankrupt? Now, this is a grey area. If you have, you need to include just information. This is more related to being an employer than being a security officer. And have you had your security license suspended or cancelled previously? Hopefully the answer is no. For most people, the first year's license fee is $535.25. This comprises your application fee, criminal history check, and your fingerprinting. You just need to complete this, and we recommend you present this application in person at the Office of Fair Trading in which case you won't need any JP signed documents. You can just literally rock up and get this done. If you're presenting in person, you can present this without any requirement for JP signed documents, and you can pay on the day. Just remember that once you've completed your course, you'll be issued with your certificate by mail and email within 1 to 2 weeks of completing the course. Remember the fee, $535.25. If you are from New Zealand, you will need to get a New Zealand criminal history check, and we recommend you get that done ASAP in advance. Asset College are here to help you get employment, so we do offer weekly pre-screen coaching sessions. Currently they're delivered online, Thursdays at 1 o'clock. Once you have your license, simply let us know. We'll book you into one of the sessions and we'll cover everything you need to know about resumes, your mobile phone setup, sort of things you need to know about employers and your interview preparation. This is an essential stage because if you don't attend this, we will not refer you to employers. We work with a lot of different employers. This is just a small range of them. Obviously all the big ones like Wilson, Secure Corp, MSS, SMP Security and ISS, but also a lot of regional ones like Trident Services that operate over 30 shopping centres and a number of airports in Queensland. The security industry is covered by an award, the Security Award 2010. We encourage you to Google this and be aware of it. The majority of the time you will be employed casual in the industry to start off with. They want to know who you are and are you reliable. The basic rate during the day is $27 to $28. After 6, $32 to $33. Saturdays $38 to $39 and Sundays $49 to $50. If you are working full-time or permanent part-time, base rate is $21.90. However, this is made up with some reasonably significant penalty rates, hence the importance of being available for rotating rosters. Saturdays it's almost $33 to $34. Sundays $43 to $45, but feel free to download this at any stage. The types of employment in the industry include crowd control. Quite often this is where you will start. Crowd control also includes retail on a regular basis. You will need RSA, responsible service of alcohol, because you may be working in an environment where there is alcohol served. Customer service, conflict resolution. Obviously you're going to be standing for long periods of time and you'll be working for a variety of employers. Concierge corporate security is one of those areas which typically doesn't look like security. It's a high level of presentation, high communications. You'll be working in front of buildings, corporate buildings, state buildings, and federal government buildings. Quite often in the industry, 4 days on, 4 days off is not uncommon, and you must be available for weekends. Cash in transit and armed cash in transit are two areas of the security industry where you will need additional training. Asset College offer skill sets for cash in transit unarmed and also armed. Let us know if you're interested in this and we can assist you. Patrols are a role where you will need to do night work the majority of the time. There are a lot of employers in this space. Typically it's 6 p.m. at night till 6 o'clock in the morning. You'll visit a variety of different locations. You'll ensure those locations are secure, locked, alarm codes set, and typically we'll be working alone throughout the night in order to ensure that those facilities are secure. Control room is an area which you won't walk into straight away. Having said that, SMP, Wilsons and others are always looking for quality people that suit this role. It is an IT focused role, does require long shifts with no substantial breaks, and will require you to monitor cameras and other systems in real time. Aviation and maritime security are normally in very high demand. Obviously, during COVID-19, this has declined. We expect it to ramp up later in the year into 2021. Asset College are the training partner for Brisbane Airport, Gold Coast Airport, Townsville Airport, and the cruise terminal. We work very closely with the employers. This is a very, very high focus security role, not suitable for everyone. It does require you complete an additional training, which is 10 days in class of the Certificate 2 in Transport Security Protection. If you're interested, ask us during or after the course. If you need any support in lodging your license, or once you have your license regards employment, please contact Rebecca. She's our Employment Services Coordinator, and you can see her details here. Mobile 0499 989 887 or rebecca@asset.edu.au. We wish you every success.